best and do our best and make personal change in whatever way we could beforehand. So that was a big part of it. The next one was nudity. This one sounds funny, but it was a huge, huge part as well, because forever we're taught to shame the body and to hide it, and that we're not being modest if we expose ourselves, which personally I believe is just the opposite. I think by being fully naked, you express a deep sense of being comfortable in your own skin and vulnerability. And no shame. I mean, just to be able to be naturally you. And to think clearly about what clothes really are. They are made for protection. They are made to keep you warm. And if it's hot out and you're purposely still wearing clothes because it may mentally disrupt or emotionally disrupt somebody nearby, this is cultural. This is not human. Human goes, oh, I'm feeling hot. I should not be wearing clothes right now. That's normal. Not normal is going, I'm hot. I'm scared to have anybody see my skin. I'm going to keep these on and sweat. And not only that, but it's different in every culture. So, for instance, I was in France and, everyone's topless. And so I'm like, okay, I'm going to be topless. And then some men are not wearing, they're not wearing boxers or anything. And so I'm like, okay, I'm going to be bottomless. I'm going to practice what I believe in. And I am going to embody myself into this space at the beach. And be as free and natural with nature as I can be. Because to be unnatural with nature is to wear materials that are synthetic or chemically dyed and so on, and then go into the water. Bring your plastic toys into the water. This is unnatural. But being totally naked is about the most environmentally friendly thing you can do at the beach. Not to mention be very connected in that kind of natural way. So anyways, I do this. And eventually a lifeguard comes over and he's like, in France, and he's like, excuse me, ma'am. I was like, oh no, really? Because, well, you can't have the bottoms off. And I was like, but the top is fine. And he was like, oh, yeah, no problem. Okay. And I put back on the bottoms. Fast forward, I'm in Africa. And I'm telling this story to one of my friends. And he was like, what's the difference? And I was like, exactly. There is no difference. The only difference is that one is cultural. That's it. It's different everywhere. In some cultures, what's considered sexual is somebody hiding their ankles. Or what's considered beautiful is somebody that's incredibly voluptuous. It depends on the culture. But I think to express being natural is to be normal. We are born that way. We don't have any problem with babies being that way. This is a learned cultural behavior that makes no sense. And it is enforced by law, in most cases, that we need to abide by that shame. And I'm not buying it. Not one bit. It was something I bought into a long time because of how I grew up. I don't buy it. And thankfully, I had women that were in my life that were able to confidently be that way in public, you know. And I don't mean like walking down the street, but like at the hot springs or something, and bearing witness to this. And you know, it's not like they had perfect bodies. They were just fully comfortable in their own skin and who they were. And for me, this made me question, why aren't I? Why can't I do this? True modesty is being fully vulnerable, fully natural, and fully unashamed of who you are as you are. Hiding a little bit, doing this, that, this isn't modesty. This is sexualizing the body, and that's what it is. And that's fine. You want to do that, whatever. But when it comes to nudity itself, I would love to see nudity be desexualized, because it is not sexual. You can make it sexual, but it as it is not. And I would love to see that be very, very different. There's something I'd like to mention in Denmark. In Denmark, let's say that you are newlyweds and one person is not from Denmark. And it is tradition to go into the sauna with your new husband's or wife's family completely naked. Introduction to the family. And it's a normal thing for them. Like, there's nothing sexual about it. There is nothing wrong about it. I'm very happy. And I really appreciate this. I think this is intelligent behavior. I think it is normal behavior. I think it's mature behavior, for sure. And this is also why I find it being one of the healthy practices in what a healthy adult looks like for me.